You are watching Planet X. You will eat, sleep, and breathe. Planet X.
Now, most of us look at bikes as a means of getting around, or spending a couple of $1,000s on some way cool carbon laminate frame, and then letting it sit there in the garage for the rest of our lives and showing it off at parties when we try and prove we keep in shape. But not this fellow over here, Jaromir Spiesny. Now, he's a professional bike guy, and he does things with his bike that nature never intended. The bike trial is a brutal exercise in balancing, jumping, skipping, and handling a bike over obstacle course sections that would make a Navy SEAL whimper like a soprano Nancy boy. And guys like Jaromir navigate their way through these things, just trying to keep their feet from touching the ground as little as possible. Now, what do you love about this sport?
You know, the challenge, try to overcome any obstacle, challenge whatever is possible, you know, go somewhere, see something, and okay, let's try it, let's jump on. So.
Jaromir got into the bike trial scene as soon as it hit his home country, the Republic of Czechoslovakia, 13 years ago. Since then, he's been moving up the ranks of world competition and maintaining his world-class status. When he's not competing, he enjoys bringing the bike trial to the public, toying with gravity and generally making his life insurance agent very, very nervous. This sport obviously involves a lot of risk. There's a serious injury factor there. Does that concern you?
No, of course I'm thinking about that. So I'm trying to use the best way to be safe to everyone around. So I don't want to go behind my limit.
Okay, so maybe you don't have to know all the tricks that he does to complete your average paper route, but I would have been the hippest kid on my block if I did. Come to think of it, I never had a paper route, but I did have a bike. Kamal Sidhu signing off for Planet X!
What's the password?
Let me in, man. It's cold out here.
What's the password?
Planet G.
Hi, I'm Cindy Margolis from the internet show Cindy's World, and you're watching Planet X.
Where are you from?
California.
Why did you come to the Philippines?
To find my Asian roots.
They were here to party.
I got one word. Filipinos, eclectic.
The Filipino youth are a classic example of duality, with their ability to mix traditional values with modern globalization. Now, part of this package comes in the form of their dedication to sport and passion for music. This is Porto Galera Festival of Sport and Music. If your idea of fun is pushing the human body beyond the limits of endurance, then you're perfect for this crowd. An all-out, full-strength test for the survival of the fittest with a bike race and a triathlon held on the same day to find out who's the strongest, or just the biggest glutton for punishment. Now, as if getting up early on a Saturday morning isn't hard enough, these guys are pedaling themselves through 24 kilometers of hot, humid, unforgiving road. And the triathlon is another story. Sort of a cross between Baywatch, the Tour de France, and Chariots of Fire, but sweatier. The athletes have to swim through choppy ocean, bike through jungle roads, and then pound the pavement before they can call it a day. So how was it?
Oh, just first of all fun, but just intense too. Like, well, I hear there's gonna be like this big music fest going on.
Tonight I'll be watching the music festivals.
They say that music is a universal language. Now, if that's true, then the kind of language they speak at the Porto Galera Music Festival is pretty hysterical. You've got all the ingredients for a truly wild party. A hyperactive posse fresh into vacation, a tropical island in the South Pacific, a full moon night, and some of the biggest bands Asia has to offer. You've got your hard rock, your alternative, and punk ska. And a great combo of East, West, and tropical fever thrown in.
It's one of the few times that everybody lets loose.
Now, whoever it was that said island life was sedate and laid back obviously never visited Porto Galera, and if they had, they'd probably be half deaf by now anyway.
Very good.
You're unbelievable.
This tropical hotspot has everything, and if you like the look of this annual Fun Fest as much as Planet X did, maybe we'll see you there next year. From Planet X in Porto Galera to everyone out there, mabuhay, and we'll see you real soon.
What is this? It's like a sweater, really. The silverback sweater. Yeah, it's so hard to ask people. Take it off.
You should be wearing the sweater on top of the jersey.
Yeah. Look, a depilatory poster child. Take off the sweater, man. Why are you wearing arm warmers? Get away from me. Some woman came up and threw red paint. Don't wear fur. Oh, get away, lady. Watch out with the camera, man. You almost nailed it.
Yeah, I bought these.
What, those?
Yeah, I bought them.
Order now.
Yeah, they're good.
Thank you, Suzanne
I'm
Summers.
gonna get bigger ones soon.
I'm hanging with Andrew here at the Galaxy Soccer Field.
This is definitely the highest level America has seen in soccer, and Major League Soccer is definitely something that I think is here to stay.
What position do you play on soccer?
I play midfield.
Midfield, and I'm not too familiar with soccer.
Well, that's the guy who just runs all day. You got to be back on defense, and you got to be up on offense.
Yeah, and you have a day job, Melrose Place?
Yeah, I keep that going too.
How long have you been playing soccer?
Since I was 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been playing all my life. It's really the most like life of all the sports that there are, because you get out there and you don't score goals every second of the game like in a lot of other sports. You have to wait and build and build and build, and you only really score goals in life a few times. There's few magic moments in your life, and that's what soccer's all about, and that's why the rest of the world loves it.
Hi, we're here on Planet X in Catalina on the Body Glove boat with the Maestro family. We're going to watch Billy Maestro, 67 years young, take the power ski out for his first time. Let's watch him go, ladies and gentlemen.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah!
And the head starts to turn, and your mind starts to burn, and it's unstoppable.
The main man himself, Bill Maestro, on his first inaugural run on the power ski here on the backside of Catalina. Some people are naturals.
Planet X is the best.
So what do you get when you cross soccer with volleyball?
Volleyball?
Give that man a prize, because he is absolutely right. We're talking about sepak takraw, or kickball in translation, a Southeast Asian sport that's been around for about 500 years. And the closest thing that probably comes to mind is the popular alternative sport of hacky sack. If you think that sport is skillful, wait till you see this. Sepak takraw is a little bit like beach volleyball on steroids, minus the sand, of course. It's a 3-on-3 game where players use every part of their body except the hands and the arms to spike a rattan ball into the opponent's area. When you get a bunch of guys who are really good at this game, like the Thais and the Malays, who have a region-wide reputation, you get a whole lot of kung fu action happening on court. Has the rest of the world caught on to this sport?
Yes, China, Japan, India, and got one ragu from US.
The rules are simple. Your team has to win 2 out of 3 sets, and you win a set by being the first to hit 15 points. Now, there's no time limit, and unlike volleyball, where a player is only allowed to touch the ball once, then pass it to another player or send it to the opponent's court, Sepak Takraw players are allowed multiple contact with the ball, but are only allowed 3 passes or it's the opponent's point. So what's your training like?
Normally we involve in physical training, basic ball skills, find weaknesses among our players.
This game falls under the category of easy to learn, but difficult to master. Unless you don't mind flip kicking your way into 6 months of traction at the hospital, that is. It takes speed, stamina, and the reflexes of a ninja with an attitude. Well, I think we can collectively agree that all this foot action is definitely indigenous to this part of the region. With Sepak Takraw, kickboxing, and a little foot fetish here and there, you gotta ask, what's next? Basketball? Could golf clubs become a thing of the past? We'll catch you here next time on Planet X, because you just never know.
Okay, class, here's our lesson today for Surf Slang 101. The words are gnarly, barrel, insanely. Now let's put them together into a sentence. Now there was an insanely gnarly barrel.
On a little island in the middle of the South China Sea lies a city-state called Singapore. A business center, a technology zone, a secret niche of hardcore partying. Yeah! Now, most people who know Singapore think of it as this central base for conducting some serious activity, and of course making a lot of cash. But if you know where to look and who to ask, you'll find that there are places on this island where fun and the pathological need for living it up are top priorities. That's where this place, a little den of lunacy called Zouk, comes in. That's Z-O-U-K. Zouk can be summed up in one word: dance-o-rama. You got DJs, you got rappers, you got breakdancing. You can't keep a worm walker down. And with acts like Cloak and Dagger and Construction Site trying to burst your eardrums at 90 beats a minute, you know that it's going to get loud, fast, and be a whole lot of fun.
Party goes on, techno, R&B, a little bit of rap, every little thing, you know, house, everything, you know, we can just go haywire. Y'all need to come check out Singapore for real, this time.
Gen Xers in Los Angeles probably eat, wear, and dance the same as those in Berlin, Osaka, or in this case, Singapore. Even 16,000 kilometers apart, we can agree when a new hard house tune rocks the club or a new style hits the streets, it's not about nationality anymore, it's about lifestyle. And that's how you party when you're just 90 kilometers away from the equator. Might be distant, might be exotic, but it's a no-brainer that it is always hot. And I'm talking in more ways than one. This is Kamal Sidhu for Planet X in Asia, going to town and living it up.
Hey you, sitting there on your couch with your hand in the potato chips. Wipe that greasy finger off, grab a pen, and write me a letter. Hey, and if you're really energetic, jump over to the computer and send me some email. Yeah, you. How am I going to know what to put on the show if you don't let me know?